Good morning, fans, and welcome to Lucifer's Lay with your host, Robert Paul Champagne and Ms. Hard Rock Bob. Just saying, how is everybody? Hope you're doing good. Now, I'm watching Fran Dressler on the comedy show, The Nanny. Now, everyone thinks that is Queens. Now, I mean, that's Brooklyn. The Chatterbox is Brooklyn. That's bright. That's around Brighton Beach. So is the bridal shop. And where the mother lives, that's Brighton Beach. Because in Queens, they don't have houses with those type of things. And a lot of Jewish people didn't live in Queens. They lived more Brighton Beach, Coney Island, or they were living more over. Because a lot of Jewish people did that and live in Queens. It was a lot of, they had German, Irish, not too many Jewish people. They had Jewish people living here, but not a lot. So I just noticed the house is like she showed them the house, and I could pass it by Brighton Beach. It goes right to the boardwalk of Coney Island. It goes right on the boardwalk of Brighton Beach, and you can walk straight to on a boardwalk. And the Chatterbox is also in Brooklyn. So is the bridal shop, and the coffee and the Dunkin' Donuts that her friend works in. I mean, I don't know why she couldn't say that was Brooklyn, because that is Brooklyn. I go every time in the summertime, and I kind of recognize it. You kind of recognize things. You look at something and you recognize you've seen it before. Well, I like the show. I mean, it's a good show, but I mean, everybody, that's Brooklyn. So you want to go see it, you go to Brighton Beach, you see all those stores. And they're still there. I mean, it's like a time capsule. Nothing changed. It's still there. And it's amazing how everything stayed, vividly stayed in that time capsule. And the area is still beautiful. I mean, one thing changed when you get up Coney Island. They knocked a few stores down here since they had that big. Remember that big flood years ago? Oh, it was terrible. There's only a few, so when you get up to that stop, you won't see that's there. But if you get up Brighton Beach, you'll see everything and you see the house where her mother lived. You see the fancy lights above it, and the brick wall, and the big courtyard. That's Brooklyn. Okay. And I love Brooklyn. I mean, still to this very day, that when I left Brooklyn, we moved to Ridgewood, I wasn't too happy, because Brooklyn had a lot of magic, And then we moved to Ridgewood. Ridgewood was okay, but like I said, Ridgewood had its heydays. But now Ridgewood's a ghetto. But I told you what Ridgewood turned to a crime-ridden ghetto now. Now it's not the same. Ridgewood was beautiful, but it had its days. Now it's a ghetto. But I remember Brooklyn, and I come to good parts of Brooklyn, it kind of changed. Well, but. Just want to tell you, so ever look at the nanny? That is Brooklyn. That's Brighton Beach, Coney Island Avenue, Mermaid Avenue, and then you got to go Coney Island Avenue, and you walk up, you see all that stuff. But it really is nice. In spring and summer, you go. They got stores there. You can buy always some kosher food, and they're reasonable and they're not high price. They got beautiful jewelry. I mean, boutiques. They're not high price. You could dress like $1 million. They got a crystal, like a beautiful, like a jewelry for gifts. I mean, I love it. I mean, just wanted to tell you about these little things I just happened to see. I mean, when you go to bed, things bug you. You just know you've been somewhere. Well, So yeah. So just want to tell you. Just it'd be a fast thing. So if you ever want to see those things where the nanny, just go to Brighton Beach, Coney Island Avenue, all that, and you'll see all those places. And you will go for the food, because I haven't bought their food since my mother, she got sick. No, I haven't went over to her. And I go to Brighton Beach, and I get off at where we get off at Brighton Beach, and I walk over, and I get all kind of food. I mean, if you like real good food, I mean, cakes, cookies. Oh, just carry if you carry cash with you, or but they take credit cards, and you want to get good stuff and candy and gifts and clothes. And if you got a car, they got parking and everything. Well, just thought I'd tell you. But have a good night, fans. And I just want to tell you about this Brooklyn and put back the whole thing. Love you. Keep it tight. I'm Lucifer's Lair. Hold it tight. Remember, I got my tour drive going, so come on, 917-353-2913. And, my address 2395 Wagner Project, pop to C124 to First Avenue, East Harlem. So bring those two for tasks and we'll bring guys along, bring it along. And you got a bone, I got a bone, and we'll have a good time. Love you, and I'll see you later on tomorrow. Sweet dreams.